Once upon a time, in the ancient land of Egypt, the Israelites had been living as slaves for many years. They longed for freedom and prayed to their God, Yahweh, to deliver them from their oppressors. Moses, a humble Hebrew man who had been raised as an Egyptian prince, was chosen by Yahweh to lead his people out of bondage. With divine guidance, Moses confronted the mighty Pharaoh, demanding the release of the Israelites. However, Pharaoh's heart remained hardened, and he refused to let them go. Yahweh then unleashed a series of 10 devastating plagues upon Egypt, each more severe than the last. These plagues were meant to demonstrate the power of Yahweh and convince Pharaoh to release his people. But it was only after the final plague, which claimed the lives of all firstborn sons in Egypt, that Pharaoh relented. With newfound hope and excitement, the Israelites quickly gathered their belongings and set off on their journey towards freedom. Led by a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night, they followed Moses into the wilderness. However, as they traveled further away from Egypt, Pharaoh's heart once again hardened. He gathered his army and pursued the Israelites, intent on bringing them back into slavery. The Israelites found themselves trapped between the vast Red Sea and Pharaoh's approaching army. Fear gripped their hearts as they cried out to Moses, "Were there no graves in Egypt that you had to bring us out here to die? It would have been better to serve the Egyptians than to die in the wilderness." But Moses reassured them, saying, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm and witness the salvation of Yahweh." In that moment, Yahweh spoke to Moses and instructed him to stretch out his hand over the sea. As Moses obeyed, a strong east wind blew all night, parting the waters of the Red Sea, creating a dry path through the midst of the sea. With faith in their hearts, the Israelites walked on the dry ground, with walls of water towering on either side. They could hardly believe their eyes as they made their way across the sea, witnessing the miracle unfolding before them. Meanwhile, Pharaoh and his army charged after them, confident in their pursuit. But as they ventured into the sea, Yahweh caused confusion among the Egyptian soldiers. The wheels of their chariots became stuck in the mud, and panic filled their hearts. Realizing the danger they were in, Pharaoh's army desperately tried to retreat. But it was too late. Yahweh commanded Moses to stretch out his hand once more, and the walls of water came crashing down, engulfing Pharaoh's army. Not a single soldier survived. The Israelites, now safe on the other side of the sea, rejoiced in their deliverance. They praised Yahweh for his mighty power and unfailing love. Moses led them in a song of gratitude and thanksgiving, celebrating their freedom from slavery and their miraculous passage through the Red Sea. From that day forward, the Israelites carried this story in their hearts, passing it down through generations as a testament to Yahweh's faithfulness. It served as a reminder that even in the face of impossible odds, their God would always make a way where there seemed to be no way.